Okay, so hello and welcome to ProNotary. My name is Katie, and this is the latest webinar. For ProNotary, we have these every Thursday at 12. So feel free to hop in and sign up on our website in order to get the link. But today, what we're going to go into is scheduling. So scheduling for your signers, a way to make things easier and make sure that they show up. Is adding in a scheduling system within your business. So this could be through a variety of different ways. If you already have something set up that works for you, obviously stick with that. If you have any type of affinity to one software or another. But we are going to go into Calendly. So Calendly is a way to schedule your signers where it's not so much back and forth where you're like, oh, like, does it work at this time? No, does it work at this time? This is a little bit easier. You just send over the Calendly link, and then they will be able to pick based on a time that works for them. And then you will just get a notification that your notarization has been scheduled, which is very, very nice. So we're going to go into one of the ways that we recommend that you set everything up, and that is obviously after you make the meeting event type, you would add in workflows. So workflows are ways to remind both you as the business owner and then the signers as well that this is what's happening. Just so that way, when you are getting set up for your notarization and going into the session, they are also going to be ready and in the session. They've already been prepped. They know what to expect and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Okay, so you will see that these are the event types that we have, but we are going to go over into workflows. So after you have made your event type, go over to workflows, and then you will be able to add in different scheduling things for your clients. So in general, I recommend at least 7 different, and I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not. 7 different touch points with your signers to get them ready for your notarization. So that means a variety of text messages, confirmations, how to get everything set up. And so this is basically what I am going to show you how to set up. So we're going to go over here to where it says new workflow. And then once that loads, it has all of these different options. So you can create your own workflow, but these are essentially recipes that are already made. They're pretty nice for how to see how you're doing. So they have actually added a few more things that I've never seen. This is nice. Okay, so let's just say this. We're going to text a follow-up to invitee. This technically would usually be for if you have a review of how the notarization is going. This is more geared towards independent notaries. So we can go into that in a different one, but let's go to a reminder. Okay. So I want to do this one instead. We can go into the text follow-up to invitee a little bit later on. But today we're going to go into invite to invitee. So it reduces no-shows, sends automated email reminder to invitees. So we're going to do a combination. You want to start with the emails, but then also you want to text a reminder, not to the host, to the invitee. So both of these are the things that you're going to use for the workflows. So I'll walk you through how to do the email reminder. So we're going to go to add workflow. And then it will also choose all of the different things that you need. So you can do it where it's 24 hours before the event. But then, if you wanted to do it where it's like 1 hour and it's like, hey, don't forget you have this remote online notarization, everything like that. You can use our YouTube as a resource. We have sign-on guides for our clients to freely use if they want to copy and paste and say, here is our sign-on guide. This is how you would get through the notarization. It takes the clients through the start to finish on how to get online to our software. So once they get the link sent to them by you as the business or the notary, they will click on it and they can just honestly follow a step-by-step guide that we have made online on how to get through the ID verification process, go through, and answer the questions, and then meet the notary within the session. So this is something that you can send in an email, and it will help you as the business owner, both for peace of mind for the signers, especially if there are signers that are tech challenged, and they want the extra help. This will be very, very beneficial. So I would probably do it either 24 hours or like a couple hours before the actual notarization, so that way they're prepared. But yeah, so you would want to do something where it's before the event starts and do this was what I would kind of recommend. Do an introduction of who you are as the business. We're about to do a remote online notarization. You'll be receiving a series of emails and text messages, both as reminders and to guide you through this process. For the most part, if it is feasible for you within your business, I would also include your information as far as how to reach out to you or the best way to reach out to you in case they do have issues. So it could be for whatever reason, they look over the document is incorrect. They need someone to be able to talk to. They can just go back and look at the emails, and it gives a very clear outline of what they should be doing. The other thing is that if they have questions or issues getting signed on, they have someone to be able to talk to, that kind of can walk them through. So that is the other thing of why I think it's important for the notaries when they are doing these and going through the training and the onboarding to do mock sessions, both as the notary and then as the signer. So that way the notary, if that does arise, can walk the signers through the notarization process on how to get online rather than just saying like, I don't know, figure it out. That's not always the best experience for signers. So you want to try and mitigate that. You can do as much as you possibly can as far as sending out the signing video and everything like that. But sometimes the signers just want that human connection. So that is something of value that we wanted to bring to the table for explaining the process and getting everybody on board as far as doing easy and fast and secure remote online notarizations. In case you are not aware, we have an entire training program. We also have an onboarding workflow for when you are first starting out onto our platform, on how to get set up, how to navigate everything. So we make it very, very easy. That's something that you can access, and then you'll have lifetime access to it. So you can always refer back to it if you are, going through something and you're not quite sure. So let's just say that this is going to be 4 hours beforehand. And then another use case for this is this could be a reminder like of the requirements for your notarizations. So, I'm looking forward to doing this notarization with you. Please make sure to have XYZ. So in general, you would say, ID or passport, a good internet connection, and a laptop. Technically, the signers could do the notarization through the browser on their cell phone. But in general, we don't recommend that because we're of the mind that you should be able to see what it is that you're signing. And cell phone screens are not always the largest. Also, some of the elements, depending on the version of the phone that that person has, might not always translate super well for when they are scrolling through. So everything is designed for using an actual computer. So that's what we recommend. In case of an emergency, it would probably be fine. But based on user experience, that's what we recommend. So in general, you would want to say how early that this would happen, and then to add in any of the other extra things, you would just go on to edit. So these are all of the things that you can change. They already have something, which is nice. So it's like, this is a friendly reminder that your event name is, and then it has all of its other stuff. You can also change you can also change the way that you are doing your notifications from. And then also they have like other options for templates if you wanted to. So I would just leave this on reminder and then just say, please make sure to have these items on hand, and then just press done. So after that, you can add in other actions. So if you wanted to, you could send an email to a host. So where it's just one workflow based on one event type. And then you could have it be all in one instead of just having a bunch of different workflows. So that is what I wanted to talk about today. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen. But that is our tutorial on that. I'm going to go ahead and open it up in case anyone has any questions. You're going to have to unmute yourselves. But otherwise, we have about a couple more minutes left on this webinar, open for questions. Okay, so if we don't have any other questions, I just wanted to remind you that we do have a special that is going on right now. That is 1 month free. So feel free to go ahead and take advantage of that because that's a limited time offer. You'll be able to see that on our website. And as of right now, this is February 13th. It is available, and the code is first-month-free. So if you wanted to go ahead and take advantage, this is of the mindset that for the first month, we want you to really get a hold of how to use the software. So we are making it free for you to be able to basically use it as a sandbox for when you're first starting out. So that way you can do things without getting essentially not penalized, but without getting charged for it. It really makes sense if you are a notary that is switching over, or if you are a brand new notary that wants to have that trial. So that is where I'm going to leave it because I don't think that we have any questions. But I wanted to thank you very much for sitting in with this. And you can also always leave comments because we do, I think, upload this to YouTube. But if you have any comments as far as the next things that, topics that you would like us to cover, and also if there's any features that you wanted us to highlight or go over, we can also do that. We'll accommodate, and then we'll add that into the training program as well. So otherwise, thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.